Hi from Takua Pa in the south of Thailand, and I've just hitchhiked here from Khao Sok. It was pretty easy. It took about 10 minutes waiting next to the highway in Khao Sok to get a ride here with some very nice people. It's pretty easy hitchhiking in Thailand, I can say. Let's have a quick look around here. And in front of us, you can see there's some walls here. These walls are from the 1800s, when the governor of the province built a palace inside these walls. They encircle the area that was where the old palace was. But, there's no buildings in there now because they were made from wood and they rotted away over the years in this humid, damp climate in this region. So Takua Pa has a lot of old buildings, and in the past there was a lot of money here from tin mining, similar to Phuket. Phuket has an old town as well, which has a similar kind of style. There's a river down there. We'll just take a little stroll down here into the heart of the town. Little walk along the riverside here. I actually haven't had much of a look at the town yet myself. Just a little bit. You see these are actually quite old buildings, very old buildings. But my first impressions from this town are that this is a place that could really be put on the tourist trail if it were renovated, tidied up, cleaned up. It has massive potential. But like a number of places in the region, you wonder who's the one who's gonna step forward and actually organize these kinds of things. There's a few places in the region like this that could really be something. But then again, there's other places I remember from 19 years ago traveling in the region that were not really renovated either. Like the old town in Phuket back then was not really renovated much, and it wasn't a really popular place like it is now. So these are all actually old buildings along the side here. Excuse me. So this seems to be like a kind of main crossroads. This was the road I took coming into town. This had some noodles along the side there, and this is the main street here. I was told by the people who gave me a ride that when they have the vegetarian festival, this town has really big celebrations. It's a massive event here. They told me I should definitely come and have a look at that time. It's good to teach the kids to ride motorbikes when they're young. Start them out young. Get them in the coal mines and get them to learn the value of earning a buck and riding a motorbike and all that kind of stuff. Get them going young and let them lead a long life of adventure. Anyway, yeah, as you can see, most of the buildings are not really renovated. There's not much going on, it seems. Everything seems to be closed. Very quiet. And it's a Wednesday, actually. It's about almost 2 p.m. and there's not much going on. Strange, really. Hard to believe. But yeah, it doesn't take much imagination to imagine all of these buildings renovated, cleaned up, polished up, painted, and it would look incredible. With a bunch of cafes. This town is just off the main road that goes, you could say, from Khao Lak through to Khao Sok, which is a big lake area in the middle of this peninsula, and then that road continues through to Surat Thani. So a lot of traffic goes through on that road, and this town is just off the side, so theoretically it should be easy to get this place on the map. It's a mural of the old king Rama IX, who passed away several years ago. So it looks like some people are making a bit of an effort to do something that looks quite fascinating. What's that? Looks like the kind of space where someone might be trying to have a cafe. It looks like that, doesn't it? Shame it's not open. Don't know why everything's closed today. Not a holiday. From the main north-south highway that goes from Phuket up to Ranong, to get here you take a side road, and the people who gave me a ride pointed out a red bus, an old red bus that was rolling along the road into this town, and they said that's the bus that connects with the main highway and this town. So there is public transport to get here from the main highway. If you get dropped off at the main highway, you don't have to hitchhike like I did. But having said that, I think hitchhiking would be pretty easy. Why do I hitchhike? It's not just about saving money. It's really the best way to meet people wherever you go. That's really the way you meet the nicest people. And when you hitchhike, you don't have to worry too much about getting picked up, because the nice people are the ones who are going to pick you up. Except unless you get picked up by a serial killer, of course, which wouldn't be much fun for you. And it can happen. So be careful out there, guys. Use your discretion wisely. I was once picked up by someone, I think, who was of that persuasion, and that's another story I'll tell you about one day in an appropriate time, and how I got out of the situation safely. Yeah, but an old friend of mine who's no longer with us said this to me a long time ago when we were hitchhiking in America from New York City to I think Landover, Maryland, to go to see some Grateful Dead concerts. And he said to me, you don't even need to put your thumb out, just sit on your pack with me, next to me here, and have a chat. He said the nice people who know what we're doing here, they'll stop anyway. So we did that. I thought, why not? We'll try it. Hello. Friendly dog. Not really, but okay. He'll be alright. You alright? You alright, mate? Yeah. Yeah, so we did that. And it worked very well. We got picked up by a really cool guy, whose name I remember still. He called himself Krabby. And he said he was from the hog farm, which is a group of hippies, 1960s people from back in the day. And he gave us a ride to the Grateful Dead show, and he was a very interesting guy. Right, I'm gonna wrap it here for this one. Well, it was pretty hot out there hitchhiking and wandering around, so time for a quick coffee break. Yeah. Very beautiful old place. And quite reasonable. 55 for an Americano and 55 baht for some banana cake. Nice place. Okay, hitchhiking from Takua Pa to Khao Sok, and got picked up by this nice fellow. Thank you for the ride. Thank you very much. Cup. And in my second ride hitchhiking along here on the road to Khao Sok, getting up in the hills a bit now in the jungle, looking pretty spectacular now. And this gentleman from France picked me up. Hello, thank you so much. Merci beaucoup. Ride number 3. Ride number 3, hitchhiking here. Hello. Thank you so much. On the road to Khao Sok. Here's what 600 baht gets you at Khao Sok. A little cabana, quite decent. Alright, coming down to the boat pier at Khao Sok, and gonna try to organize a boat. Looks pretty cool. It's an amazing place. Luckily the guest house owner gave a ride up to the shop just over the hill here and got some snacks, and now ready to find a boat. Kloi gave me a ride. Thank you so much, Kun Noi. Khop Kun Kap. Thanks a lot. This is the main, I guess, pagoda at Wat Pra Parum Matat Chaiya. Inside this central piece of architecture is said to be the remnants of a much older stupa that was built by the Srivijaya Empire, which was a Java-based empire, which apparently at some point moved their capital to this place, Chaiya. That's what a lot of people think. And yeah, it's quite interesting, I think, because it means what today is Indonesia used to extend right up to here. And if you start to learn some stuff about the history of the region, Cambodia for example, you can see how everything ties together. It's a nice temple actually. Pretty cool. Been to many temples in Southeast Asia, and more in Thailand than any part of the region actually, but this is a very nice one. It's got some unique features to it. Lots of nice old buildings surrounding the main complex. And here there's the Chaiya National Museum right next to the temple here, which should have some relics from the Srivijaya times, hopefully. I'm gonna ask here and try to find out. So in the center of the old town of Chaiya, it's a very cute little town outside the main train station. It's on the main train line that goes north to Bangkok and south to Hat Yai. Quite a few old wood buildings, not really spectacular ones, quite simple, but it's a nice kind of down-to-earth place, I have to say. Really down-to-earth. Station's right there, right in the middle of the old town. Very handy. This is kind of cool. Looks like some remnants of something that was important a long time ago. It's nice that it's right there to greet you as you get off the train. Not sure how I'm gonna travel onwards from here. There's a train at I think 5:45, but I could hitchhike. I haven't made up my mind yet. There's a market here, and you see more old wood buildings down this block. Looks like the two streets that I filmed along next to the square here are the two main oldest streets. Looks pretty happening in Old Chaiya. And like I said earlier, Chaiya, it said that it was founded in the time of the Srivijaya Empire, which was centered around Java at one time, and it is said that this place became the capital at some point. Anyway, that's what people think. I'm not sure who those people are, but they must be important because I read it on the internet. Right, let's run across here before we get run over by this Song Tao here. That's a Song Tao. Song Tao is a pickup truck that's used as a form of public transport in Thailand, and it's a really good way to get around. You can see right down the end of the street there, that's the main road that goes out to the highway if you turn right, and if you turn left you come to the coast, to the beach. Alright, well that wraps up the little mini tour of Chaiya. Chaiya train station. Gonna take the train, here it comes. I've decided I'm gonna go to Chumpon, which is a pretty cool place, and from there we'll see what happens. But just happened upon this train, just heard the announcement, and I thought, okay,